So today we are going to talk about contour and how you can use that to edit images and designs. So first off, I'm going to just hide this one because we don't care about that right now. We're going to go to images and I'm going to browse all my images. And right here, I'm going to pick on this flower because it's just an outline. So that will work really good to show you how to use contour. So now that I insert that image, let's say I wanted to make this flower, but I wanted the petals to be filled in different colors. So what I would do is I would duplicate this and would use one to stay as my outline, and the other one is going to be the filled in petals. So I'm going to change that to yellow. And now I'm going to have the yellow one selected. In the lower right corner of my screen, I'm going to click on contour, and this new window shows up. When I click on these petals in here, I want you to watch what happens over here. See how it makes those cuts disappear? I can either click on them over here or over here in this area. Or if I want to hide them all, I can hide all. So now I would be able to take this and arrange it to the back. And if I center those on top of each other, I now have a layered flower with both a black layer and a yellow layer. I could even do this again and duplicate this one, make it a different shade of yellow, and then contour. Let's make these parts open. And now, if I do this, align to the center, yep. And then arrange and bring to the front. So now I'll have a flower that's got two different layers of petals. Does that make sense? Was there anything else you wanted to learn? Because those are the basics of how to use contour. If you have a question, could you type it into the chat?
Yeah.
That might be easier for me because you have a little bit of sound bouncing on your audio.
Okay, there it is. I'm trying to go first, Jack.
If you want to type questions into the chat, you can do that. But I can go over this all again. So what we were talking about was contour. And I can do the steps again.
Right. Okay, I'm trying to find chat. Can you hear me now?
You have a weird echo. The chat.
There it is, right there. Okay.
The chat, for me, it was on the bottom of the screen to open up the chat.
Okay.
So if I go to images, and I use an image like this, like the flower, and I insert that image.
Okay.
I've never used Zoom, so this is all new to me. Yeah, it is a learning experience, but you know, we're all having to learn and adapt in this new world. So if I have this first image and I duplicate it, I can then make this one yellow. And then with the yellow one, I'm going to click on it and then go in the lower right corner to the contour. And contour opens up this new window where I can click on these different sections and see, watch right here. See how it turns them off? I can either click on them here or on this side panel, or if I want to turn all of them off and make this a solid image, I would go hide all contours. And now if I grab both of them and align them so they're centered over each other, I now have two layers, one for the yellow piece of the flower and one for the outline. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any other questions? That's the basics of how to use contour. I can show it. Everybody has to start somewhere. Everyone is new at some point. I was just going through some of my old scrapbooks and I was looking at my pre-Cricut days and wow, have things changed. Another way you can use contour is if there's a part of an image you want to remove. So try and find a good one. Okay. No, maybe not that one. Yes, that would be, oh, it's helpful to learn. Okay, so this one would be a good one. So let's say I like this design, but I don't want the saying in it. I just want the wine glass. I can use contour. So if I click on this and then hit contour, it's going to bring up all of these inside cuts where I can go hide all contours. Watch the wine glass when I hit all. See how it made it solid? So this is showing you how you can take a design that maybe you like the overall image, but maybe you don't like the words. You know, so you just because the image is in design space doesn't mean you have to use it exactly how it is. You know, this butterfly would be another good example. Because now I could take the butterfly and duplicate it. So then how do you add text? Just save the wine glass. Okay, let's go back to that one. So if I wanted to add different text to this wine glass other than what was already in it, I could go here and there we go. And now I would grab both of them and slice. And there I sliced the word shine out of the wine glass. But I had to make the wine glass solid first and get rid of all the letters that was inside of it. All right, no problem. Any other questions? I like using contour a lot. I use it, let me see if I can find one of my images that I have uploaded. I'm still getting used to this new filter over here. It's brand new, they just started off this week. Try to find one that would work really good. Can you tell I like Disney stuff? Okay, here's a good one. So I did this for a friend and they wanted the dog mom all in black. But what if I wanted the heart inside this paw to actually be red? What I would do is go duplicate and I would change this to red. I don't like that red, I want a brighter red. There we go. Now when I do contour, I can turn off the words. Sometimes you need to zoom in to really get in there and see what you're doing. Like I turn off all these little paws. And I was very close. I still have to get the O. I am going to try to do more Zoom classes because it allows more people to watch, and then we can all start to learn. But I do also have a document called Teach Me Cricut Design Space that's linked in my group, and lots of videos. So anyway, that's how I would make that little heart that fits perfectly into that dog paw if I wanted to do that. So as you can see, contour can really help you to change the look and feel of your images very easily. It just allows you to be able to remove parts that you don't want cut. So also, while we're chatting, I did want to show you something else. If you have not already done so, please go to, make sure I'm showing the right thing. Please make sure you go to my blog. It's called Crafty Chicks Blog. I can put the link to this in the video once I post it too. But I have a new project with Siser vinyl, and you can not only check out the project and get links to the different cut files, but down here at the end, you can enter to win a prize pack of vinyl. So I'd love it if you'd go and enter the contest so that we can have a lot of people enjoying some vinyl for free. Who doesn't love free stuff, right? You have so much to learn. Okay, well, we have another 10 or 15 minutes until this is over. But if you have other questions, type them in. Otherwise, the other thing I would recommend that you do is go to, let me pull it up. Okay, so here's our group. And right here, I'm talking about the different events we have going on, but also if you look at here's all the different albums that I have, which are all the videos. So if you go here and you just need a place to start and like get thinking about things, there's a link right here. And then I have a full Teach Me Cricut Design Space document that's going to take you through each and every one of these buttons and what they do. So if you click on this, it'll take you to that document. That document has links to short little videos that I do. So I explain with screenshots and tutorials how to do something, but then I also show you a quick little video to kind of make it come together. My biggest tip is just pick something you want to make and then go and try make it. You can sit there and read and read and read about all the different things that Cricut Design Space can do, but until you start to play with it, I don't think a lot of it sticks of what it can do. So anybody have any questions? I can only do like 30-minute Zoom group chats because I'm doing the free version. If I get enough people joining, I could start to do the paid version, which allows me to have hundreds of people in here at once. So, oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate what I'm doing. So, all right, if there's no questions, I'm going to sign off. And then later today, I think at 1 o'clock, I have scheduled another one that talks about weld versus attach. So I am going to post this video so that everybody can see it, and make sure to shoot me messages on the group if you have any questions. Yeah, I know. That's why I scheduled it at 1, because maybe I'd have time to like sneak in a nap before the meeting starts too. So naps are good. So, all right, take care, everybody. Bye.